New video today, and welcome back everybody to a new video on this channel. Today we're going to analyze some key hands of Daniel Negreanu, one of the most key known players, poker players in the world, and we are going to see how he plays online on PokerGo, and we are going to try to analyze his gameplay and game style, and so you can recreate and play the same way as he does. So here we have some key hands that Daniel Negreanu played. We are going to take the hands that are the most recent that he played recently. So we are going to see several hands here. Normally in this stage of the tournament, it should be an open fold, I think. Yeah. If the opponent decides to 3-bet, it's quite a good fold. I think the opponent is not going to 3-bet a lot this spot because he has another player that is covering him behind. So yeah, I like the fact that he did it with a good hand. On the other gun here, I like the fact that he didn't go all in straight away. There's a bit of a decision here. He could go all in some of the time, but the main play here is to open. Then we can see bet range. I like the fact that he did it. Now there's two options. He could go for a second barrel. The thing is that he should do at least 1/3 of the pot to make the opponent have a decision, though. So he could check also some of the time. Yeah, this is what he decided to do. I like both options here. I think both options are really nice. Here, I like the fact he opened. Now, it's not really a board that he should c-bet. There's not a lot of set 7x's in his range. So the opponent could have gone already for a donk bet. Here he decides to go for a small size. Here, I think in Christia's shoes, if he was a bit competent, he could have gone for a donk bet here on the 7x. If you know that you have a card that doubled, that sorry, a card that he's a paired board, sorry, and you have a card that the opponent shouldn't have in his range, then you can donk a lot of the time here. So I think the best play here is to donk in his shoes. We are going to see other hands to see other how he plays. Here is not an easy decision. Normally I think it's fold, um, but at this stack depth, I think call is also a fine option. I decided to fold. I'm really not sure about this option. The opponent decided to go all in with Jack 10 suited. Wow, it's really not a hand that you're supposed to go all in with. Normally, it's a pure call pre-flop. So if the opponent really decides to deviate from a theory with those hands, then you should definitely call a lot of the time here. We won the pot here. Defense, not defense here. On this king 4 board, you could go for a check raise or check call. I like both options. Which one do I prefer? The opponent should have quite a wide range, so I would go for a check raise small here. I think fold is not possible here. You have too many backdoors. You can either go for check raise or call, but fold is not an option here. Okay, we are going to see other hands. And sorry if I didn't tell you who I was the in the intro. I forgot. I'm a poker pro player and I play online most of the time right now. So yeah, I do also some videos on my French channel. If you want to check it out, it's way more developed, way more advanced in general than this channel. This channel is just a beginning. I'm just beginning on this channel, but there's a lot of potential for the English audience. Yeah, this is quite tricky open. I think it's like maybe the bottom of his range. I wouldn't have opened here. I think it's a bit too wide. And after we have a good play from the opponent, here we are going to see his open pot. I think you can go all in, you can go for a flat, you can go... I don't really like 3-bet. Seems too strong. This is to go all in directly. I'm not sure which one I prefer the most. Here is a bit more easy. I think it's all in way... I decided to 3-bet this one. Really interesting. I think I could have gone all in way more... a bigger percentage of the time in this hand than the other one. Here we are going to see other hands, c-bet, check call. Yeah, I think both options are really fine. Tries to fall here. Seems a bit that he doesn't defend his against the c-bet enough. Um, we'll verify how much he c-bets in another video, but today, just to check, seems to not c-bet and against c-bet a lot. Okay, we are going to see another hand, c-bet, I think this one, like the sizing also goes. Check here normally. Yeah, I don't really like the fact that he decided to bet on this hand. I think he's a bit too high to transform directly into a bluff. Bit too high. Now it's a 3 bet. No, the sizing is not good here. You should do when you're at that deep, you should do like something like around a 4x. You're not supposed to do bets that are that small. So I think a bigger sizing could have been the way to go here. Check check here. Yeah, he doesn't have a many 9x's. Also, it's a board that the opponent can float quite easily. So the rest of the hand is quite standard. I really don't like the way the opponent played this hand. I have the impression that he's never going to take some value here. Okay. Go here. Now we have a donk from the opponent. This should never happen normally. There's no donk on an ace high board. It doesn't exist. So we are going to see what he decides to do here. Does it go for all in on the turn or does it check? Both options are really good. Maybe you got go for half pot is not enough. So yeah, he decides to do something a bit tricky. We're going to see the hand that the opponent had on this hand. Yeah, the opponent should never donk here. It's stupid to donk. Now, I don't really understand his sizing turn, but the opponent is so fishy. I'm okay with the decision. Check, check, check here, check call, and check on the river. Standard. Here you should raise, I think, most of the time. The best option, I think, is to raise. ISO the player. I would have gone for a bigger sizing, around 4.5, 4.5, sorry. But I think it's okay also. Bet here, or you could check. Both options are really nice. They are so deep, so it's not a big problem. Wow. This is a good open, or a hand that I don't see enough players open here on the 5-3-6. It's really hands that print a lot of money just opening. Yeah, you should overlimp. Very good. Check, check, check. Check call. Yeah, once. Oh, he such a nice hand. I'm not a fan of the sizing, but at the same time, I think it makes sense. Now we should go all. Like now you should be aware. Sorry. Now you should be aware because now that the four doubled, you are behind the a6s, so I think it's a check fold. Yeah, I think I really like his option. Don't have any value left. Yeah, he decides to ISO another one. Time up. Recreational player. Now he's going to call or raise. Both options are. Just to go for a raise on this one. Check end the turn. Yeah, I don't really like his bet at the turn. It seems a bit too risky considering that the opponent Harry can go for all in after. But it's could be okay sometimes also. Now it's a check raise. I think it's a bit better to check raise with this gut shot here, this end specifically. Not going to make a huge difference, but I think it's a bit better. Yeah, because it's difficult to float on those right now. I think it's the best option. Gate, okay, flat, good rebate. It's a it's a good donk, I think, from Brewer. I think it's Chris Brewer, the really famous top reg. Which hand did they have on this? 8-7, yeah, okay. Check or c-bet, both options are really nice. Ah, I really like the fact that he. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. carré, four of a kind against four. What a run out, what a rotation. Now you should never normally raise 3x, you should like limp most of the time here. Bet is okay, check on the turn okay, and river you should go for big sizing, best way. Okay. I don't really like his 3-bet here, I think it's better to just defend. Ah yeah, oh there's a problem I think on this at call in. Snap call. Okay, we saw several hands. We could see really a different aspect of his gameplay. We could see already that he maybe doesn't defend enough on the big blind, in the big blind on c-bet, sorry, on the flop out of position. Um, Otherwise, I think he didn't know that he had so many knowledge about, I would say, the fine tuning, the fine details of the theory that are really recent. So overall, he really plays well, really well. Um, yeah, quite recently, he played really well on those tournaments. Um, some hands I think are a bit less like standard. Maybe he c-bets a bit too much on the flop, but obviously he has a lot of knowledge of the opponents and how he can adapt to them. So really really interesting to see. I hope the video you like the video. If you like the video, if you want to see other analysis of hands that Daniel Negreanu played, then please subscribe, share this video, and I will do other analysis of those players that are really good to the poker ecosystem. And I think he's one of the greatest guy that helped the most this this game. So see you in another video.